to Charlotte. Nascar Heat 5. So we've been out here, just been goofing, and after I showed the last setup for Charlotte, I stayed here and I kept fooling with it, and man, I found something. So if you've been following along and you just got the last Charlotte setup that I posted, and you drove it, and it's okay. I mean, it's a runner. Run a couple of laps with that setup, because you should have it loaded right now if you just got done loading it. And then put this one in and see if you don't like it a lot better. There you go. So I got to thinking, you know, where can I get some more speed? So we played with the rear end ratio. I believe I played with third gear a little bit too. So the rear end ratio is different. But what I really liked was the brake bias. So I didn't really understand brake bias. So I started asking Google about brake bias, because I don't really use the brakes at Charlotte. You know, unless I was checking up for somebody, but 99% of the time I should be off the brakes. So I didn't focus too much on that, but it took me to Formula1.net, I think is the website that it referenced. Brake bias is very important for the overall stability of the car from the front wheels to the back wheels. So you'll see what I mean if you was running a previous setup that I gave you, and then you run this. I changed that brake bias, man, and it really secured the car. I mean, it didn't have all that wiggly, freebie kind of feel to it. It just felt like it was dialed in. So I had it up to 80. I really liked 80. I backed it down because it was at 60, right? So I went up to 80, and I really loved it. It was fabulous. Then I backed it down to 70 because I figured, well, I might as well just compare them and see what the difference is. And then I run it at 75, and 75 is where I turn my fastest lap. Or consistently, I was cranking them out 29s. So that right there is a pretty doggone smoking setup right here. You guys can find any more speed, be sure and post it down below so we can all share in this. Alright, so let's go back. So 29.885 is where I'm at right now. We're almost to that goal time. This is a tough one, but I can consistently run in the 29s now, where I was hitting the 30s. So I've definitely shaved a whole second off that last setup. We'll turn a couple laps and then we'll move on to the next track, because I believe this one's more than worthy. Oh, take it to the track.
You're clear of pit road.
Saving the race.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Once it goes to speed, you won't be doing that.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
She rides that bottom well now.
Wow. That was the best
29.799. I just posted my best lap ever. Hell yeah. We're on to it. That brake bias is important, guys. I'm going to go back to my Atlanta setup, and I'm applying more brake bias. What a difference that made in this car. I would say that's the single most important adjustment I made in this entire setup, was the brake bias, to be honest. I know gears and all that's very important, but just, that's the main thing I changed from the last setup. that really gave us a lot of stability. But I found the speed with it. Running a little higher this time, coming out there like a slingshot. Booyah. 29s, baby. We're in there. Totally raceable, boys. Alright, we're going to go and get busy on the next setup. And we'll be back. Be sure to click that like and subscribe. That bell icon down below so you can be notified when I post it. And we'll get you rolling. Till then, peace out.